Hi, Bev here. This is my YouTube channel, Inspired to Travel with Bev. We'll talk about all things travel, great for new travelers. And this video will be about 5 categories of travel. So why travel? Why not, I say. It opens your eyes to other parts of the world. It opens your mind. It makes you more broad-minded, actually. You get to see some unique areas and ways of living, which are kind of exciting. It frees you up to explore what's beyond you. You think you're too young? Maybe you are, but get your parents on board. You have the energy to look into it and be excited about it, and the eagerness to be open to new experiences. Okay, you think you're too poor. Oh, believe me, I know the feeling, but there are ways to travel cheaply. You can backpack, you can camp. You don't have to be in a luxury place. You are too scared. Now, this is legitimate for females. Traveling alone, I would say, don't travel alone. There are tours where everything is booked for you, so it's not so intimidating. So, there are options. Let's look at some of these. I've made 5 categories of different types of travel, and we'll look at pros and cons. So, total tour package is where every moment is scheduled for you. Cruises, all-inclusive luxury, a great option. Hotel package, you can get all-inclusive or just do breakfast. Backpacking is a simple self-book and often cheap. Adventure tours are unique. They can be basic. They can be expensive. Let's look at the total tour package, and here's the pros. They can be themed. Maybe you love castles, you want to investigate castles, sleep in castles, eat in castles, you can do it. If you're into art, galleries, museums, you can do tours with that. Maybe you want wine tasting through Italy or France or even California, you can find a trip to that. Details are taken care of. Your itinerary is set. When you go, how long you're there, when you leave. The meals are all taken care of. You don't have to worry about where to eat. The hotels are booked and confirmed for you. Food is already set. You'll have options from the menu, but where you go will be set. You can try traditional food, maybe a sampler, a little bit of all the traditional foods, or maybe part of the tour is learning how to make a dish like paella or a tagine or something. Tours are pre-booked. So it's all confirmed. You could go on a great Segway tour through the city, maybe a natural type tour through trekking or hiking, or a simple city tour walking. Usually done by locals and they know their stuff. They'll have the inside scoop as well, lots of details. These tours are great for first timers. If you've never traveled and you're afraid of being left somewhere, don't worry, these tours take care of those details. You can explore those busy European cities. You don't have to be intimidated because there's a group of you. You can explore the alleyways of Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, get the feel of them because you're with a group. You'll have a guide to take you there, even the streets of Venice. You won't get lost as to which bridge to cross the canal and get on the other side. Total tour package, cons. You're very busy. Every minute is booked, and you cannot get off that roller coaster. But you see a lot during that time. You'll feel like every moment is scheduled. They do have a timeline to keep, but it means you get your money's worth. You don't have a lot of downtime except for sleeping on the bus, so not a lot of relaxing. The schedule is set. They've got it all laid out. There are not 2 paths, there is 1 path. You cannot spontaneously say, oh, I want to go take this tour. You're on the tour that they've set. And one of the problems is the tours you might be on are the tours everyone else is on. You're always with the same people. You're at the meals with the people. Maybe you're sharing a room with the people. On the tours, the only one to talk to is the same person. Even your downtime could be with the same person. Also, you're always moving. You travel by bus. So you're on the bus from one place to the next, you get off for the tour, you're back on the bus. One advantage is you get to see the countryside and some of the surroundings where other people don't get to see that. The seats start to feel small. You have limited adventure. You're not free to go off and have some fun somewhere. You're in the city, you're doing the tour. There's not a lot of excitement. You can make your own as long as you're in the rules. Now, a cruise is perfect for a new traveler. It can seem expensive. It feels like the money has disappeared, like you're throwing it away, but you get a lot for that money. So the pros, all in one, all inclusive. You get on the ship, it's your hotel, it's your restaurant, it's your entertainment. The meals are there, you've already paid for them. You have several options, maybe cafeteria. There are fine dining options, which are included in the price, which is great. You have maid service, you have people that are there, they can answer questions if you're stuck. They're beautifully decorated. You can't help but enjoy being there. They're sparkly and comfortable. They can be themed too. So if you have kids, you've heard of the Disney cruises. All the activities are set for different age groups. Great for kids. If you're a writer, you may want to go on a cruise for writers, meet other authors, famous authors you've dreamed of. Another option is a seniors cruise where everything is geared for seniors and there are no kids. Then there are expedition types like going to the Galapagos, where the cruise ship will stop at several islands. Most cruises have loads of entertainment. There are activity directors that keep you busy with quizzes, other games and puzzles. If you like to be active, they have gyms. There's usually a swimming pool or two and other equipment. There are slot machines and tables, so there's a casino always on the ships. And they have live entertainment, whether dancing, musician, magician, usually quite impressive. And there are various bars, lounges that you can enjoy. Many of them are 24-hour access, so some of the bars might close, but there will always be some open. There are lounges with piano players, a casino's open, or you can just go out on deck, get your exercise, sit and play games with your friends, meet new friends, or you can find a spot to just sit and relax, take in the fresh air. And there are some really nice lounges where you can just sit and talk to friends. There are cons, of course. The destinations are set, but you pick your cruise by the destination. So you may go to Norway and you pick the cruise because of that, or Lisbon, and you get off at the port and you go in and have a tour for the day. If you've picked the Caribbean islands, you'll visit various ones, and you've picked that cruise because of where they go. There are added costs, and this was very aggravating. Juice water is included, but if you want Cokes, Pepsis, whatever, you pay, or you get a drink packet. And same with alcohol. You can get a drinks package for alcohol so that you've paid once. There are also some fine dining options that you must pay for, and they're really exquisite dining rooms. Tours that you book through them are usually more expensive. And most will have spa treatments. Of course, you expect to pay for spa treatment, but just know that you want the money. And then tips are mandatory. If you do not give them on some cruises, they will deduct it from your credit card. Some are crowded. These ships can be big. You're ready to go off for the day, you have to wait in line. You come back after the day, you're waiting in customs line. The dining hall, cafeteria are busy. There's lots of food, but finding a seat is hard. You go to the entertainment at night. Some of them you have to book, but bars, dancing places will be busy. I have some tips and ideas for you. Don't book your tour, your local tour, through the cruise. Go and take a taxi into town and go to an office, a tourist agent, maybe book a tour there. Make sure you get back in time to get on the ship because they will not wait for you. Or you go to the tourist office and you get a map or look on your iPad and find your own adventure. Hotel package. This is my favorite. The pros are you pick any destination. You decide where you want to go. You want to visit some city. You want to go to a nice beach resort. You find it online or at a tourist agent and book it. Maybe you get someplace like this, which would be fabulous. You want to wander through the Medinas of North Africa, you could do that, or visit Paris and book one hotel and go out from there. So you explore from one place, book in your hotel, you get all your things out, settle in, and then take a tour. Concierge can help you with that. Maybe you want to go snorkeling for a day, go on a boat cruise. The foods, you choose your plan if you want all-inclusive or just breakfast. Quite often, it's like a cafeteria type. I usually get just breakfast, fill up for breakfast, and then I have one other meal. If you have all-inclusive, you'll want to be there for all the meals. You unpack once, which is always nice. You can take a big suitcase. You don't have to worry about packing it up. You unpack, get everything where you want, hang up your clothes, and you're ready. You make your schedule. You decide when you want to go shopping, where you want to go shopping, if you want to take a taxi there. You can take a tour on your own, it's not set. Maybe you just want to veg out on the beach. The cons are, there is no one there to solve your problem. So this is what you found online. Looks wonderful. The room looks fabulous. You're like, oh yeah, I booked it. When you get there, this is what you get. Oh, I'm sorry, there's excuses. This is what you thought you were getting. Advertising was good. This is what you get. It's called false advertising, and you have no one to complain to. Hotel food might be awful. Another reason I get just breakfast. You could be lucky and get this. Or it could be cafeteria. Same thing every day and you pick. Maybe it's really good food, but small portions, and you find yourself hungry. So you end up going to the local market and buying more food or snacks. Why not do that anyhow? So, backpacking. I've also done this. The pros, you make your schedule again. You pick your spot. Sometimes if you're moving, you're going to be carrying all your stuff on your back. Or you take a couple days in one hotel and you go out to find adventures in beautiful spots. Sometimes taxi drivers will take you on their own tour. Explore, find your adventure. The reality is, the world is your oyster. You can change your plans anytime. You can experience a local cuisine. You're eating cheap. You can try a hole in the wall or go to a mom and pop restaurant, get fresh made food. You can talk to the proprietor and learn how long they've been there, what their life is like. It's great. You could even do street food. Careful of your stomach, but it's cheap. You have no set plans. You get in a taxi, you take off, and you're like, oh no, turn this way, let's go there. You can change your mind anytime. You can join any tours you want. You meet friends and they're going on a tour, you can join them. You find a local restaurant, go to the cool little places and enjoy them. There are cons. Often you're using cheap hotels, right? That's why you're backpacking, it's cheaper. The hotels are small, nothing fancy. Maybe you've booked a hostel. Thing about hostels, be careful. Some of them are dorm style like this, and you have to watch your belongings. You arrange everything. This can be scary. It can be frustrating. Unfortunately, if you're not experienced, it's easy to get lost. Maybe there's a language issue and it's hard to get help if you do get lost, depending where you're going. You might be living simply and get hungry, but you're always thinking about where to eat next. And the honest part is you might get sick. The food you're eating might not be up to the standard your stomach is used to. Maybe your refrigeration is a bit of an issue and you don't know how things have been kept. You could get an upset stomach or food poisoning, which I got in Vietnam. Or you could get worse. Like me, I got dengue fever. So anticipate problems. One of the big things is you always drink bottled water. Do not drink from the tap. Go to your doctor before and get vaccinations. And ask the doctor what medicines would be a good idea to have with you. And always have some money put aside, hidden somewhere for medical emergencies, just in case. Adventure. This one is exciting, so let's look at the pros. These are often once-in-a-lifetime trips. They're big trip. You could maybe climb Kilimanjaro or even volunteer with researchers in the savannah. Lots of options. Maybe you're honing your rock climbing skills in the wild. Maybe it's a kayak trip or going trekking through to some isolated spot. You might book a scuba diving trip where you're scuba diving for a week on a boat, or a safari in India or Africa. I've done lots of them. I was born in Africa. You learn from experts. You can trust the leaders are experts in their field. That's why they're there. On a scuba trip, your dive master will be taking care of your needs. If you're trekking, your guide will know all the safety needs of the group. Some equipment is supplied. Usually you'll get a list of what you need to bring and what they will have. You might need to bring a tent, they might supply it. You have to be sure you bring everything you need. Scuba diving, they're going to have the tanks for you. Maybe there's a little bit of furniture supplied. That's all that you need. You can learn skills. Maybe that is why you're taking the whole trip. Cooking over a fire or cooking for 20 people. Learning team building skills. Or orienteering. Up in Alaska, you're taking a trip that you can learn how to orienteer. Regardless of what you're doing, you'll make lifelong friends. Cons? It can be very rough. You could be on a truck like this for 24 days traveling. Maybe this is where you're sleeping. I hope you like the ground. This could be your washroom if you're lucky. Otherwise, you'll be using a bush. And this will be where you shower and clean up. They do take commitment. These trips are often longer, 24 days, a month. You have to be okay with being dirty, not a lot of places to clean up. You could be very active every day and exhausted at night, but you'll sleep well. And each day could be a challenge, but enjoyable. And there's limited tech. Did I say limited tech? Yes, I did. You will not have a lot of access to technology or charging. You may not be able to charge your phone at all. So go low tech. Use postcards, letters. If you're keeping track of your trip, use a journal. It'll last forever. You'll be able to share it, and it will be a keepsake. So what is your choice? What would you choose? You want to do cultural or cityscape? Then book a total tour package, a hotel package, or even backpacking. You want to visit several countries and have an experience? Book a total tour package. Or a cruise ship is great for that, or adventure. Just a beach holiday? Fabulous. Book a hotel package, you're there, you can do what you want, or backpack. Imagine backpacking through the Philippines. You want to challenge yourself? Book an adventure. This is the time for adventure. Or backpacking. It can be challenging. So those are the 5 types, basic categories. Think about which ones you might want to do and how much money you have. And if you liked any of this, please subscribe below or just hit like. Thanks. My next few videos will look at specific countries and hopefully get some ideas for you. And thank you so much for watching.